Hey guys, what's up? This is your girl, I am the Bronze Goddess, and this is Strawberry Letter. I believe this is Strawberry Letter number 12. I had gotten some requests to do some more of these. I definitely have enough letters, but let's get on with this one. She titles her letter Confused Beyond Words, but the title for this Strawberry Letter is My Boyfriend, Her Husband. Okay? Yes. Alright? So here we go. I think you are just wonderful. Inside and out, and just an inspiration. Thank you. All right, I've been with my boyfriend for 7 years, and we have a 2-year-old daughter who came very much as a surprise to me in my sophomore year of college, but nonetheless, she is truly a blessing. When I first met my boyfriend, it was a long-distance relationship for about a year until I went to school and he moved there to be with me. During our first year together, he told me he had a 3-year-old son, and my radar went off. I asked him about the child's mother and what their relationship was because I did not want to get involved with someone who was already involved, but he assured me they were not. There were many times that he would bring his son around me when he came to visit, and that sort of made me feel reassured that what he was saying was true. When I found out I was pregnant about 4 months into it, I received this email from his son's mom asking me all sorts of questions about being with her husband. I immediately called my boyfriend and asked what that was about, and he was like, yes, he is married. Yes, he is married to her, but it's just to help her out. Wow. At the time, I just took it as that because my family didn't take very well to my pregnancy, and he was all I had right before my daughter was born. But I got this call from her saying to leave her husband alone and that the baby wasn't his. For lack of a better word, I was just stunned. I keep on bringing up this issue with him because I don't know what to believe anymore. He says one thing and then from her it's another. The fact that he's never made any effort to leave her makes me feel like he's trying to have his cake and eat it too. I keep saying I'm not down for this, but after 7 years, I'm afraid to move on and start over. He is truly the love of my life and he's a wonderful father, but more and more I'm getting the feeling that this is what it's going to be. Me just being the girl and never being the wife. Wow. Okay. Truth be told, I have made a video response to this video, or answered this Strawberry Letter twice. I've made 2 videos prior to this one. In each of the videos, let's just say I'm gonna try to calm down and relax, okay? Because I'm just so disappointed. I'm so disappointed, and you know, I promised you guys, I told you guys from the very beginning. I'm gonna do this when they're mad. I told you guys from the very start. Now seriously, you're gonna get tough love. I told you guys that. It's not always gonna be sweet, loving. It's always going to be loving. I'm not going to say that. It's always going to be loving, but it's not always going to be wrapped up in your favorite color bow. Okay, with that being said, you are wrong, honey. You are wrong. All 3 of you are wrong, as a matter of fact. You are wrong because the second that you knew this man was married, you should have ended any type of relationship with him. Child or no child. He's married. That means he's off limits. Number 2, he's wrong. He's wrong because he's got 2 women. But he's not as wrong as the both of you, though. She's wrong because she knows about you. And rather than checking her own man, she keeps trying to get at you. So you're all wrong. There is no, I mean, the wife was initially the victim. You were initially the victim. But when you both realized that he was playing the both of you and you both allowed it to go on, you both stopped being the victim. And you just started being a part of something. So you want to know if you'll always be the girlfriend and never the wife. You probably will. For as long as you put up with it, yeah. You say that he says one thing and she says another. Hasn't he already proved to you that he's a good liar? When he lied to you and told you that they didn't have a relationship, he lied to you and lied to you and lied to you. And now he's telling you that he doesn't care about the wife and he does it just to help her. And now you think he's honest? He's a good liar. Hasn't he proved that to you? He's a good lying is what he does, and he does it pretty well. Now, what do I think you should do? Number 1, I think you should repent. I think you should repent because what you're doing is adultery and it's wrong. I think you should ask the wife for forgiveness. Yes, I do. Because when you knew you were with her husband, you should have ended it. You should apologize to her because she and he, they both took vows to be together. And you entered that. Even though he wasn't honest with you, when you knew about it and you continued it, you are wrong, and you then took responsibility for your actions. It's been 7 years. And so you're saying you're scared to move on. That's the problem. You need to get over your fear. First of all, I'm going to tell you this, and you might be mad at me for saying this, but it is what it is, and you wrote me, okay? I don't think that he really loves you. And I think if he loved you, he wouldn't feel comfortable with you sharing him. He is so fine with the both of you sharing him. Yeah, it might get on his nerve every now and then. Sorry, guys. But anyway, like I was saying, it may get on his nerves every now and then that you're talking about the wife and you're asking him to leave his wife. But other than that, you guys, both of you aren't really putting up much of a fight. You're letting him do it. The wife is letting him come home to her, and you're letting him come home to you. And he's living the dream. The only person getting anything out of this is him. You know, he's living a dream that a lot of men want to live. And then he doesn't even have to lie anymore because you guys know about it. He must really think he is the man. You guys are really stroking his ego. He really thinks he is the man. Yeah, I got 2 women and they both know about each other and they ain't leaving me. Yeah. I mean, you really are letting him think that he really has it going on like that. I mean, there's too many men out here for you both to have to share him. No, I don't think he's going to leave the wife because you guys have been used to it. I mean, why would he? Every day that goes on, every day you guys know about each other and you let him get away with it, it gets easier and easier and easier and more comfortable. What I think you should do, I should definitely think that you should leave him. I do. And I'm not somebody who breaks up families, but he already has a family with this other woman. You are the other woman. How many times have you heard about men saying they're going to leave the other woman and the mistress stays on board for years and years and years and it never happens? That's not what they're going to do. Okay. That's not what they're going to do. He's not going to leave his wife. He's going to let you be the other woman as long as you're going to allow yourself to be. You have to demand more. You said you have a daughter. You have to be mindful of the example that you're showing her. He has his wife, and he has you and another family across town. It's not necessarily a good example. You know, if it was your daughter and she was grown up and she said that she was the other woman, how would you feel? What kind of advice would you give to her? You have to know that you're worth having a man all to yourself. There's going to be a man that loves you and only you. And also, I don't think God gave him to you. Matter of fact, I know God didn't give him to you. And you know how I know? Because God is not messy. And he would never give you someone else's man. I'm going to say it again. God would never give you someone else's man. He loves you enough to give you someone very special just for you. You don't have to share a man. I wouldn't share a pair of shoes, much less a man. No, you don't share a man. And you don't even have to give him ultimatums. You let him know, this isn't working for me. I want more for my life. I want a full-time father for my daughter. I want a full-time man for myself. I don't want to share a man. I want a man that's going to be with me full-time, not a part-time lover, not a part-time mate. So you guys, I mean, I guess you guys have worked it out where he's with one for Thanksgiving and one for Christmas. Is that the life that you really want to live? Do you honestly think, seriously, do you honestly think that God would give you a man that you have to share? So if God didn't give him to you, then he's not yours. Then it's okay to leave him. I know you love him. And it may be easier said than done. I know people are going to say that. Well, it's easier said than done. Just think about what he's doing to you. Think about how he's treating you. How easy it's become for him to have you both share him. So you say you want to be his wife. Why would you want to be his wife? Look at how he treats his wife. The example is right in front of you. Look at how he treats his wife. Look at how he treats the idea of marriage. He doesn't respect marriage. He doesn't respect his wife. So why do you think that when he gets married to you, he's going to change everything? He's not the marrying type. Yeah, he married her, but he doesn't value commitment. He didn't take it seriously. All right. I'm passionate, but I'm not upset with you. I'm not angry with you. I want you to realize what you're worth. And I hope that you understand, why I'm passionate about this. I'm passionate about this because I know that you deserve better. And it pains me that you would allow someone to treat you this way. That your self-esteem could be higher. You can have higher self-esteem than to share a man. You don't have to share a man. I know that you have a child with him. That's fine. There are so many women out here who have had a child with someone. That doesn't mean you have to be with him. He already has a family. I love you. I love you. I promise I do. That's why it bothers me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you all in the next video. Till next time, later divas. Peace.